Hi, this is the 23rd part of this Photoshop tutorial series. In this part, I will talk about two important tools inside Adobe Photoshop, that is a patch tool and content aware tool. These both tools are used to remove any of the objects from the image. Like in this image, I want to remove one of these boards or all of these boards from this image. So before proceeding to explain those tools, let's do it with an appropriate way. So I'm gonna select this selection tool and I'm gonna select this board. Alright, what a normal person will do in order to delete it, it will select that particular part and I will press delete. You can see that I have pressed delete button and it has just removed the image and it has not recovered the part, that actual part of that water inside that image. So what I want to do is I want to remove that board and fill that particular area with the water. Water doesn't exist right here. So Photoshop is so intelligent to create the water analyzing the surroundings of that particular board. Alright, so let's do it. I have this image on the layer 0 and what I'm going to do is first I'm going to use a patch tool in order to remove this board. So patch tool, if you right click on it and here you will find the patch tool. Alright, so what I will do is I will select this particular object, alright, and then I will drag this particular part to some other part of that image. Alright, means that I want to replace that board with the content area on which I'm just hovering my cursor. Alright, and then I will release it and it will render it and it will recover that particular part by removing that board from the image. Alright, so you can see that how efficient and intelligent it can be in order to remove any object from that image. Alright, so this was the first technique in order to remove any of these objects. So let's go ahead and check out the second and more efficient technique. Alright, so I will just press Ctrl Z, Control Alt Z to bring back that board. Alright, now I will remove this board. Okay, so now I will use the content aware tool. Alright, the main benefit of content aware tool over the patch tool is that you don't have any object in your image with which you want to replace that board. Right now we have this whole water. Alright, and we can just drag that particular area to that area with which we want to replace, but there are cases that we don't have any particular pixels with which we want to replace that particular object. Alright, so in that case that content aware tool comes very handy. Alright, so what I will do is I will just select this particular part with any of these selection tools. I will use lasso tool. Alright, so right now you can see that I have selected this board and then I will go to edit and I will click fill. Okay, and from here I will just select content aware from the drop down. Make sure that the checkbox of color adoption is checked and then I will click OK. It will analyze it and it will replace that board with the help of information that it gets from the surroundings of this selection. In some cases we might wanna render this image one more time or few more times, so let's just click OK to do it one more time. Alright, then I will just press Ctrl D in order to deselect this. So you can see that it has already created, I didn't replace these particular pixels with any of other pixels. Photoshop is so intelligent to create pixels by its own by analyzing the surrounding of that selection. Alright, so this was the content aware tool from that fill dialog, but there is another way with which we want to use that content aware tool, and that can be very helpful in various scenarios. So I will just press Ctrl Alt C to bring back that board and then Ctrl D to deselect. Alright, so now first I will just select this board, okay, and then I will just right click it and just select content aware move tool. Alright, so right now you can see that the mod is selected to move. Alright, I will also show you what is meant by extend right here. First I will show you what is move. Move means if you just drag right here and drag this object to, let's say, right here, okay, and it will remove that particular object from that particular position and bring that object to the new position. Alright, so you can see that how efficient it is. It has drawn the water on the previous position of this board by its own by analyzing the surrounding of that selected area. Alright, so this was the move tool. Now let's go and extend it. It will keep the previous position of that board and it will add that board to the new position. Alright, so you can see that it is just adding it. It is not just copying and pasting it. It is also merging the colors as it is being added on different position of that image. Alright, so this is the extend and this is the move. So guys, this was all for this video. I hope that you have liked it. These two concepts can be very helpful in various scenarios. From the next part I will also start talking about other important tools like spot healing tool, healing brush tool that can also be very helpful. So stay tuned, comment if you have any questions, subscribe this channel. See you in the next part. Thank you.